What's up, guys? I'm here to tell you probably the most embarrassing story I can think of. Like, legitimately. I think, yeah, this might be the most embarrassing story. Because the reason it's so embarrassing is not just because it's embarrassing, it's also because it's such a relevant thing. Like, this is as recent as, like, yesterday, where this has been, where the story spans over the course of a few years and it's relevant. So that sucks. Wow, I suck with pekkas. I always get predicted that everyone knows what I'm gonna do when I use pekkas. It's so annoying. All right, whatever. I think we might be all right here. Oh wait, that's gonna be bad because it's totally gonna go towards the guard post units. All right, well this is gonna be rough. Let's just throw that there, and just see if we can bang hit that stun up that Mega Tesla. As long as Battle Machine gets to level 3 ability, I think we're fine. Why don't we also open up this double cannon? All right, I think we might be okay here. We have a really nice thing going on inside. We even have a giant ability. All right, so I think we're fine. It was scary, don't get me wrong, but all right, we might lose the bomber though. Number 3, no. Number 6 also is getting bullied. All right, let's see if number 3 can take down this roaster. But anyway, first of all, let me touch on a little thing about my channel. Where are we going? What are we doing? What's going on? Why am I making Brawl Stars videos? And why am I now all of a sudden making Clash of Clans videos again? Well, honestly, the content switch has been going pretty bad. Worse than I expected. But I mean, it's not surprising. I'm not necessarily surprised. It sucks, but you know it's not surprising at all. Like I should be okay with it because I'm trying to take my Clash of Clans gangsters and bring them into the brawl verse, dude. It's not gonna happen. But all that to say, I think I'm just gonna start a new channel if I'm gonna try and do some new stuff. But anyway, I with that in mind, the idea of starting a new channel, I was like, all right, let me go look at Ken, because Ken is a Clash Royale YouTuber who basically left the creator program, which I'm quite honestly too scared to do. Left the creator program and then just got super big on a new channel he had just made. And I was like, bro, all right, I need to study such success. There's got to be something here that he's doing. So I was going through a lot of his old videos, and I saw there was one titled like my secret plan to take over YouTube or something like that. It was whatever. I listened to it on my drive to work, so I was not really watching it. But for what I was expecting there to just be so many, because if you know who Ken is, I always speak as if everyone knows who I'm talking about. Maybe you guys don't know who he is. He's I think probably the biggest Clash Royale YouTuber at this point. And yeah, so he had this video on, oh hell, push up this early video about how he was going to take over YouTube. And oh, right, that's what I was saying. He curses a lot, which by the way I can do now. Actually, I just realized that I could just let them fly, dude. Actually, I had a previous recording where I said one curse word in it, and I was like, oh, this is too hot for TV. Even though I know I can now. But by the way, we crushed this dude. Oh my goodness. All that to say, I watched this old video and it's insane. It's not insane because it's actually really good. Dude. Like he's just being real. He's talking. He's being honest. Like it was crazy. He wasn't cursing. He said like he threw out a little F bomb. Threw one of those in there naturally as one does. That was it. And yeah, it was just really weird to see that. Because I in watching that I realized like he was doing very similar content to what I'm doing like now, where I just talk and I tell stories and I'm honest. I'm just trying to be honest and form a connection. That's what he was doing, and he just pivoted from that to like really quick, like so fast. I mean, well, let me not necessarily like basically he was doing all that for a while. I want to say maybe not a long while, but long enough. And then like one video popped off, dude. Just some Clash Royale update video popped off. And then the rest of his videos, like it's like he never looked back. And it's interesting to see that because in the video he was talking about where it was like my plan to take over, gosh darn it, my plan to take over YouTube. Hello? All right. Anyway, plan to take over YouTube. He was talking about how he didn't want to make videos that were like really just around the game. He wanted to make videos around him. Which is exactly like the struggle I have too, where I'm thinking, dude, I don't want to make videos that are just about this game because, I love the game and all, but like, dude, it doesn't feel that, it doesn't feel honest. It doesn't feel real. It just feels kind of dumb to do that. So I didn't want to don't tell me that's in range of the Mega Tesla. Okay. I guess Baby Dragon being in range also sucks, but it's not as bad. Okay, let's yikes. Hello, look at all those traps. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Let's go take out Mega Tesla with that, move number 5. But ouch, we're taking so much damage, dude. Okay, we're just gonna let that chill. That's fine. Yeah, he wanted to make videos the same style that I'm doing now, basically. And he was making those for a bit, and he was even talking about in the video like how happy he and how much he's enjoying doing it. And then it's crazy because not necessarily too long after he the shift happened where he just started doing mainly Clash of Royale focused videos, and almost made me bummed out because like I always look at him like, dude, this guy has it all. He doesn't need to do too much editing. He can just talk a little bit, play the game, and then boom, he's out of there. And I was kind of looking at it from a money perspective. But even he himself mentioned, like, if you're looking at it from a money perspective, you're never going to be able to really succeed in what you want. Because if you want to just be there and try and form a connection with people, it's a lot harder to monetize that than it is to put out a consistent product, to put out a very high edited soulless video, right? That's the thing. And I was struggling with that as well, where, I really wanted to I felt like, all right, I'm not getting views on what I'm doing now. It must not be interesting enough. I either need to switch the game or I need to start editing it. That was my idea, right? And honestly, that is probably true. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm just saying, okay, 1 minute. I'm also going to totally kill a candy cart if I don't pay attention here. All right. Let's go put one more over there, see if there's a push up in there. You found the Tesla, I guess. But yeah, so basically, okay, I've not been playing Builder Race much, so I'm definitely a little rusty as far as controlling 3 cannon carts at once, but I think we're fine. But yeah, so, I was watching that, and he was so real in the video, and then I was just curious, and I watched the one he did most recently, and it almost feels like he's back to just playing the game. And, I don't think I'm not trying to be here and like analyze how's Ken, is he natty, is he not, is he happy, is he sad, I don't give a fuck about like trying to analyze who he is. I'm trying to think in my own scenario, like did he end up just saying, you know what, this is not working as well, it works better when I focus on the game? Is he happy doing that? Like, I almost wish I could ask him these questions because I'm so lost for what I want to do with my channel. Like I want to get views, obviously, but I'm trying to figure out, is that I want to get views because I want the money? Is it because I want to get views because I feel like I want people to look at me? Like, why do I want the views? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. I don't know why I'm wanting that so bad, but I feel like I need to work on that because honestly, I think it kind of revolves around, I would love to do this as a full-time career. I could be broke, dude, but as long as it's like putting food in my mouth, I would run it still. But yeah, I can't ask him that really. But I don't know. It was interesting to watch him do that because it kind of made me think about, what am I doing trying to shift to Brawl Stars? Why am I doing this? What do I expect from it? Am I going to try and be who I am now? Am I going to try and be honest? Am I still going to try and speak my own truth? Or am I going to try and, I don't know, be something that I'm not? I don't know. But okay, this guy, I'm just crushing this dude. Okay, so we know where his traps are. Maybe he's trying to trap. This might be Daniel. But yeah, I was watching that video. It was very, very interesting to watch. I mean, honestly, he is. It's compared to what he does now, and again, no, I'm not trying to be a prick or anything, but just compared to what he does now, I enjoyed it a lot more, just because it's more real, it's more honest, it's more of him, being himself, and I don't know, he just seemed very like, I don't know, it's like he was thoughtful, I guess is the best word to say it. Whereas almost the persona he puts on is like crazy Australian. I don't know. I'm not really explaining this that well, and I apologize for that. I really hope he doesn't watch this video for a couple of reasons, but mainly I don't want him to just be like, wow, this guy sucks, dude. But anyway, all that to say, man, I did not really think of a strat. I was too busy trying to figure out how to preface that I did not think of what strategy I want to do, and now I just killed a cannon cart. So now I got to use all my minions on the Lord Archer Tower, and yep, that's great. But anyway, all that to say, it did remind me of all of my failed attempts to collaborate with Ken. That's what the video is going to be about. That's the embarrassing story, is basically look, back when I first started my channel, right? I was a Clash Royale channel, okay? And I was just not doing anything. I had no views, no huzz, I had hair back then, but now I have no hair, whatever. And Ken was doing pretty cool, pretty well. And I always thought he's a cool dude, right? I always kind of wanted to meet him. I wanted to be friends with him. I always thought, like, I got a little parasocial, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not crazy or anything, but I was like, dude, this guy's kind of cool. I should totally try and collaborate with him because A, I can get views, and B, I think we could probably have fun. So began my journey of trying to get Ken to collaborate with me. And it all started where he used to do these challenges where it was like last to stop playing Clash Royale or whatever. And look, I had no life back then, no friends, whatever. So, I mean, I had friends. I'm trying to make sure I don't actually come off as like a crazy person. I'm not crazy. But yeah, I had time, is what I'll say. Now I have like a job and things, but back then I was just ready to go ham. So I was like, for some reason, again, look, I don't really remember. Holy shit! Can I please maybe just get? Can my candy card go in there and actually do something? Is he gonna die instantly? He totally gonna die instantly. Oh my god. 1 star. No. Anyway, I had enough time to like totally just do one of those. So I was like, bro, I challenge you to a last to leave challenge. If you win, I'll give you $1,000. $1,000. What was I thinking? I don't have $1,000 now. I mean, I have 1,000. I don't have enough to offer. I would not do that. I would not ever make that deal now. I don't know. I was like 17 or 18 then. Something like that. I was younger. And I even put, I used to keep all my money in cash. So I put it all on the floor and I wrote on a piece of paper like KFC so he knew I was serious or whatever. So this was I was not in the creator program. I never made a builder based video yet. So I sent him this in like, what would you call it? I sent him this over Discord and got no response. Bummers. No response. All right, so I was like, all right, that sucks. You know, at least I tried. And I just that was it. That was it. Well, no, it wasn't it. I think after that I messaged one of his moderators and I was like, I have a challenge for Ken, or whatever. And so, you know, whatever. I was kind of being weird, is what I'm gonna say. And this is not the weird part of the story, unfortunately. So I got ghosted. You know, it happens. Been there, and that's just the first one. So time progresses and now I'm in the creator program. And so I'm in this big thing where I can message other Clash of Clans creators, which is great. It's how I got in touch with Itsu, Judo Sloth, Ken. All right, so you see where this is going. Now at the time, I think he had like just left the creator program or something. You know, he did that whole I'm leaving. So he left the creator program, whatever. And so he wasn't in there, and my chance to harass him was unfortunately, what's the word? Foiled is a good word for that. So I was like, whatever, you know, I wasn't really even thinking about it at that point. But then I saw he got added back to the creator program at some point, you know, and down the line, I was like, wait a minute, I have an idea. And so I reached out again, and now I'll find the receipts, bro. I can actually find what I said and how this went. So why don't I go ahead and take you to the next level? I messaged him in 2023. Hey Ken, I've harassed you on Discord multiple times attempting to collab with you. See below / no, that money is not on the table anymore. I'm broke. Because again, I sent him the photo. Anyway, wait, when did he message me back? I'm trying to see, sorry. I don't know when he messaged me back. Anyway, all to say, I was like, here's if you'd be interested in all. I'm a Clash of Clans creator and a top player within the builder base. I know Clash of Clans was your initial game, so if I've seen you attempt to transition, so if you'd want to collab, let me know. And he responded, and I was like, ooh. So he said like, hey man, don't think I can do a last to stop challenge, but maybe if you think of something less time consuming, I'll be on board. And I was like, all right, that's sick. So more context, he responded on April 25th of 2024. So this was like months down the line. I don't know why he responded then. But I was just like, oh my God. So I freaked out a little bit, and I was like, no way. Let me go see. I'm going to read the receipts. No shot. Wild, you responded a year and a half after I first reached out. And this was me trying to be like funny. Like, dude, no way. It's been so long. I don't. I think it might have. I don't know what it came across as, but I don't know if it came across as me being like a dick. Like, wow, it only took you a year and a half or whatever. But that's just how it goes. And I was like, gangster though. Let me devise a good idea in that case. Um, my sleep schedule is not as cooked anymore, so last to leave challenge wouldn't go well. So anyway, then I messaged him again. I was like, I think you've mentioned your first game you played was Clash of Clans. Could you send me your player tag? And here's where I made my first mistake: is I hit him up to collab without ever looking at his base. Keep in mind, I'm not a home village player. I had no clue that this guy sucks at the builder base. He has like nothing unlocked in the builder base. So I saw that, and I deleted the message that I sent after this, because the message I sent after this was the biggest airball I think I've ever made in the creator program. I've done some massive airballs where I saw, I'm like, well, he clearly isn't able to do a builder base collab. So I hit him up. I'm like, would you want to start a podcast? What? How was that the natural progression? Whatever. I hit him up. I'm like, yo, bro, we should start a podcast. We should play Minecraft. We should just. I basically sent him this long message like, dude, I know we're both trying to escape the Supercell content, like whatever this is. Like, what if we start a podcast? Got ghosted. And then follow up. Now I'm going to Finland. And I look and see, and I'm like, oh, wait, guess who else is going to Finland? Ken's going to Finland. So naturally, we were able to pick activities that you could do. And so I picked like laser tag or something, because that sounded pretty fun, I'm not going to lie. But then I realized, Ken's going too. I was like, I wonder what he picked. So I looked at what he picked. He picked go-karting. And so I switched to go-karting. I switched my activity. And not only that, I rewrote everybody's names on purpose so that mine would be right below his, like right next to his. Yeah. Okay, so the problem is I'm doing this all thinking it's kind of funny. It's like a joke. It's just no one knows who I am, all right? I'm a builder-based creator. No one has any clue who the fuck I am, dude. They're just like, some guy just has DM'd me like 4 times. I keep ghosting him. He won't stop messaging me. He won't. And, God damn it. And, yeah, so now I'm go-karting with him. So I go to Finland. I see him. I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? I take a photo with him. Because, again, I always enjoyed his videos. So I'm kind of like, I was geeking out with everybody there. So, like I saw Carbon Finn, and I was like, no way, it's Carbon Finn. I was geeked out, bro. I was at like nerd Disneyland pretty much. But anyway, I took a photo with him, and then now later down the line we're going go-karting, and I'm like, yo, bro, like trying to figure out like conversations start. Like, I'm not necessarily. I think I'm good. I thought I was good at conversations. All right, that's where I'll put this. I think I'm good at conversations. All right. So I'm there just talking with him, and I brought up like the oiled up thing, because he did the oil up thing, and he did it on video, and I was just like, what was that like? I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good conversation starter, honestly. That wasn't the first thing I said to him. But I don't know if he liked the question or not. He, I think, was hitting some of that sweet, sweet Australian sarcasm, because he was like, yeah, dude, definitely was a real high point in my life. That, or he was just not happy with the question I asked. God, this sucks so bad. But anyway, we go-karting. I talked with him briefly. I crashed the go-kart into the wall, and they had to shut down the whole rink for a little bit. That was embarrassing. Like, I broke through the wall. Not the point of the story, but that's another embarrassing point. I did that in front of him, so that's my bad. I did get the fastest lap, though, so all it took was crashing through a wall, but I broke the record or something. Anyway, so I speak with him a little bit more, and he's a Clash Royale creator. I'm the Clash of Clans creator. We go our separate ways, and so once I get back from Finland, I basically send everybody I met there the photos I took with them, and like a little note, like "Yo, dude, it was crazy seeing you, nice meeting you," or whatever. And so I also realized, wait a minute, I took a photo with Ken. This would be a perfect opportunity to force him to follow up with me. So I hit him up again, baby, and I'm like, yo, dude, was super sweet to meet you, super cool. Here's this cool photo. And he's like, yo, dude, that photo's pretty cold. And I'm like, yeah, no, bro. We both looked fly in the photo. And then I try to keep the conversation going. All right, I'm putting fuel in the fire here. I'm trying to keep this bad boy going. I'm putting oxygen in it. I'm basically like, yeah, dude, this is a super fly photo. I shared it on my Discord, and everyone thinks I'm short. And he responds like a day later, like, yeah, dude, heartbreaking reality check. So then I respond again, and I'm like, yeah, but they all said you actually look like Frank. So I mean, dude, no one's safer. I'm just joking around. I don't know. I thought I was good at conversations. Reading this back, I can see how I kind of suck at them, but I thought I was killing it. All right. And yeah, so he just responded with like the angry emoji or whatever. So this is like going on 3 years of just getting ghosted, just getting absolutely destroyed by Ken and DMs, just not even responding, dude. My goodness, there are fathers more present, like absent fathers are more present than Ken has been in my DMs, and I have been more present in Ken's DMs than like I don't even know some disease or whatever. Oh, don't you dare tell me I failed this. Oh my God, I'm gonna. Okay, we're just gonna finish the story because it ends here, babe. I mean, it's the most recent. Dude, I'm playing terribly, although I am also playing stupid armies to a degree. But the story, its most recent arc is right now. Basically, I reached out to him yesterday. Yet again, this is going on 3 years now of being ghosted, and I was like, dude, we should totally play Brawl Stars together. I even said in the message, like, I know you will not gain anything from this. You'll gain nothing, is what I said in the message. I'm setting myself up for success, baby. But I was like, it could be fun. It might be fun. It could be. Back to getting ghosted. So that's a really embarrassing story for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Welcome back to the Brawl Stars, to the Builder Base content for now. I'll probably start a new channel for Brawl Stars. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later.